Welcome to The Explainer. You've probably been wondering what your job is going to look like in the next few years, right? Are the skills you have today going to be valuable tomorrow? Well, we're going to dig right into those questions by breaking down the World Economic Forum's latest Future of Jobs report.
Okay, let's kick things off with one single massive number that really frames this whole conversation: 78 million. Now, this number represents incredible opportunity, but also a pretty significant challenge for the entire world. So what is it?
That's the net number of new jobs the world is expected to add by 2030. Now, on the surface, that sounds awesome, but here's the real story. About 170 million new jobs are going to be created, but at the same time, 92 million are expected to just disappear. That's a huge churn. So where are these new jobs popping up? What's driving this massive shift? And, the most important question, how can you get ready for it?
So let's get to the core of the issue, the reason this really matters to you, personally. This whole transformation we're talking about, it isn't just about new job titles on a business card. It's about something way more fundamental, the actual skills you need to do any job well.
This number, 39%, it points to a concept the report calls skill instability. And trust me, it's a crucial idea for anyone in the workforce right now. Let's break down exactly what that means for you.
What it means is that, on average, nearly 40% of a worker's core skills, the stuff you're really good at today, are expected to be disrupted in just the next few years. Just let that sink in. Almost half of what you do best right now is going to need a significant update just to stay relevant.
So why the mad dash? Why is all of this happening so incredibly fast? Well, the report points to several powerful forces that are all kind of converging at the same time, creating this huge wave of disruption.
And you can see these forces swirling together right here. It's like a perfect storm. We've got massive technological leaps in AI, a global push for a green transition, big shifts in trade and politics, and all of it is happening against a backdrop of economic uncertainty. So it's not just one thing, it's everything all at once. Now, technology is easily the biggest driver here, but it plays this really fascinating dual role. On one side, you have automation, where technology straight up replaces human tasks. Think robotics on an assembly line. But on the other, you have augmentation. This is where tools like generative AI don't replace us, but actually enhance our skills, acting like a collaborator to make us way better at our jobs.
Okay, so we've talked about these big forces. How does all that translate into actual jobs? Let's get specific and look at the roles that are about to boom and the ones that are likely on their way out. Looking at the fastest growing jobs by percentage, a super clear pattern just jumps right out at you. It is overwhelmingly driven by technology and data. Big data specialists, fintech engineers, and AI and machine learning specialists, these are the jobs right on the front lines of this revolution.
And on the flip side, the roles that are declining the fastest are the ones most vulnerable to automation. We're talking about clerical and administrative work, like data entry, bank tellers, and administrative assistants. These are basically routine, predictable tasks that technology is just getting better and better at handling.
The contrast between those two lists is pretty stark, but focusing only on percentage growth can be a little misleading. To really understand the full economic impact, we also need to look at the absolute numbers, the total volume of jobs being created.
And when we look at the raw numbers, the top result is fascinating. The single biggest job gain is expected for farm workers, with a staggering 35 million new roles. Why? Well, it's largely driven by that green transition and the need for more sustainable food systems. Following that are roles like drivers and software developers, which shows that both foundational and frontier jobs are really set to expand.
So, knowing which jobs are growing is one thing, but what skills do you actually need to thrive in them? This is about figuring out the new currency of the 2030 job market.
The report groups the most essential skills into a few key categories, and you can see the hierarchy pretty clearly here. Cognitive skills, basically how we think, make up the largest piece of the pie. That's followed by tech skills, and then our personal effectiveness, or what they call self-efficacy.
And when we drill down, 3 specific skills stand out as absolutely critical for the coming years: the ability to think analytically and creatively, and a deep, practical understanding of AI and big data. These 3 are the new power trio for the modern workforce.
And this really gets to the heart of the matter, which the report just nails in this quote. This isn't about humans versus machines. It's about human-machine collaboration. The real goal isn't just to learn a new technology. It's to learn how to work with that technology, to amplify our own abilities. So, given all this change, how are businesses actually preparing? Let's take a look at their strategies for building a workforce that's ready for what's coming next.
Employers are focusing on a clear three-pronged strategy. First and foremost, an overwhelming 85% plan to invest in reskilling and upskilling the people they already have. Second, they'll continue to automate the tasks they can. And third, they'll hire new staff specifically for those emerging, in-demand skills they're missing.
This slide shows us what employers think is key to attracting and keeping good people. And it's not just about money, though higher wages are definitely on the list. The top answers all point to investment, investing in their people's growth through training and clear career paths, and investing in their well-being.
The report makes it clear that the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's being built right now by the choices we make, as individuals, as companies, and as a society. This leaves us with a final, crucial question to consider. As this new world of work takes shape, what will your chapter be?